soon as possible was last year, Director.
Uh,
Paulit-ulit po yung ganyang mga we will submit. Haba po ng pasensya ng subcommittee na ito at ng mga miyembro at ng chair. Kung ako kayo, nakakainis yung ibang mga Bureau of Immigration na ibang mga bansa. Wala man lang maibigay. Arguably the hottest issue na hinarap ng gobyerno in the last year. Then I'm telling you, maybe we need to revisit this policy, how it has been implemented so far. Kasi we are letting these rotten apples, no? Like itong sina Liu Xun, Kong Xiangrui, at saka Wang Xiangle, just get away scot-free. Tiyak pa sa sikat ng araw na maghasik na lang ulit ng lagim ang mga yan. Baka nga nakabalik na sila or ang mga tulad nila dito sa Pilipinas. Balik po ako sa BI. I recall po nung November 24, sabi po ninyo, you wrote a letter to the different immigration units in Asia. At ang status ng marami doon ay awaiting reply. I recall the summary of correspondences the Bureau submitted then were various requests and reiterations of requests to various addressees, Indonesian, Malaysian, Singaporean, Australian, Hong Kong, beginning August 2024 till November 2024. At least kalahati nito, 6, ay awaiting reply. So 4 months na po. So may reply na po ba sila sa inyo at sa atin? Yes, Chief Manahan.
Madam Chair, good morning. With regard po sa sa issue of the results ng mga replies, as far as I can remember, Madam Chair, no official replies, written replies received by the Bureau of Immigration as of this date. Pero sa informal channel po, Madam Chair, they are may mga information po sila na sinabi na walang results or wala hong information with regard to the arrival or departure of the GUOs on those particular dates. But basta, with regard to the written or official replies, the Bureau of Immigration haven't received any from those counterparts.
So okay lang po ba yun sa atin? I mean, basta na lang din na lang natin malalaman kung paano nakaalis si Guo Huaping et al.
Madam Chair, uh, last year, the Bureau of Immigration submitted a report to your honorable office, Madam Chair. And with regard to any progress or developments as manifested last November, we will consult with, we will check from the Office of the Commissioner if there's any report submitted from November to this date, Madam Chair.
But of course, sir, bago po kayong lahat pumunta rito sa hearing, siguro naman in-update na po kayo ng office ni Commissioner. So ibig pong sabihin, is this normal na susulat ang ating Bureau of Immigration sa mga counterparts nyo sa ibang mga bansa sa Asia, and aside from information through informal channels na wala silang resulta, na walang official and written reply at all, or ni walang informal information of something more substantive? Okay din po ba sa kanila yung ganon?
Um, with dun sa case po ng Guo case, ma'am, um, as I can remember, the Commissioner Tansinko at the time sent a letter, official letter to the Commissioner of Indonesia. Yun po yung naging way para ma-hold ng Indonesia government yung si Sheila and Cassandra, and eventually turned over to the Bureau of Immigration that time. So ang ginamit po dito is official letter by the BI to the Indonesian government. But with regard to possible routes or entries and exits, yung office naman po ng Intelligence Division, without any written or official letter, um, um, consulting or asking informations via informal channels, ma'am. Um, Yun po yung nangyari dun sa...
But it was no longer uh, Commissioner Tansinko who promised this subcommittee, promised me, promised our chair, Senator Coco Pimentel, that there would be an update, there would be a report. It was already Commissioner Viado. So, kasi kung titigil lang tayo sa ganitong status, we're inutil as a country. 4 na buwan na po and we still don't know how fugitives got past our borders undetected. And if you could tell the committee on record, Chief Manahan for the BI, in short, hindi pa po alam hanggang ngayon ng Bureau of Immigration. Will you make that of record?
Yes, Honorable Chair.
All right. That you can imagine the frustration that the whole committee and our chair, the Senate, would feel about this kind of a status na hindi pa natin ma-solve yung it shouldn't even be a mystery. It's a simple matter of fact na dapat by now nalalaman natin. Very regrettable po. Now, nung nakaraang taon, sinabi ng presidente na nung nakatakas si Guo Huaping, sinabi ng presidente na heads will roll. So may update na po ba sa internal investigation naman sa BI sa mga opisyal nito na maaring sangkot o kasabwat sa pagtakas ni Guo Huaping? So kung may update, ilan po ang nakasuhan, ilan po ang may administrative sanctions?
Ma'am, we will check if there's any from the Office of the Commissioner, if there's any.
Chief Manahan, you're the chief of the intelligence division. Do you know if there is an internal investigation or there's not? Meron po bang kinasuhan o wala? Meron po bang administratively sinasanction o wala?
As far as I'm concerned, ma'am, wala pong alam kasi may ibang offices din po kasi ang tawag doon na in charge, which is the Board of Discipline or BOD, Board of Discipline, who conducts also investigation when it comes to personal matters, Madam Chair.
But I suppose kahit Board of Discipline ang directly in charge, dapat alam din ng Intelligence Division. I can't imagine there's any other Intelligence Division of any other institution here na kung hindi man sila ang in charge directly sa isang internal investigation sa hanay nila. And in fairness to BI, I will ask similar questions of the other agencies. Hindi ko ma-imagine na may Intelligence Division ng ano pa mang institusyon dito who would be totally unaware kung merong internal investigation. Lalo na 4 na buwan na po mula nung huling itanong ito. So again, medyo magto-throw up ng hands ang subcommittee sa ganyang status. I mean, what is the BI doing if not finding out paano nakatakas si Guo Huaping? Then at the very least finding out kung mayroon ba at kung mayroon kung sino ang kasabwat sa loob ng Bureau. Does the Bureau even know kung saang border umalis si Guo Huaping? Saang border dito sa Pilipinas?
Ma'am, we will submit compliance report to your office, Madam Chair, but I'm sorry, but as of this time, we don't have any information kung saang ports or subports nakatakas sila Guo siblings, Madam Chair.
So we don't know anything. 4 months later, more than 4 months later, kung paano sila nakatakas, kung may tumulong ba sa kanilang mga opisyal o kawani ng gobyerno natin, pati sa BI, kung saang port or coast man lang ng archipelago natin siya tumakas. And I mean, ang Senate kasi treaty-making body, so laging top of mind din namin yung ibang mga bansa. Sulat po ng sulat ang Bureau sa ibang mga gobyerno, sa ibang mga bureaus of immigration ng ibang mga gobyerno. Hanggang ngayon, wala pa silang official reply. So, tapos na ba yun? Okay na ba yun? How does the BI even feel about this? Okay po ba yung ganito, Chief?
I fully agree, Madam Chair. we will submit um, any compliance report as soon as possible, Madam Chair, to your office.
As soon as possible was last year, Director.
Uh,
Paulit-ulit po yung ganyan mga we will submit. Haba po ng pasensya ng subcommittee na ito at ng mga miyembro at ng chair. Kung ako kayo, nakakainis yung ibang mga Bureau of Immigration na ibang mga bansa. Wala man lang maibigay na maayos na sagot. It is totally unacceptable. I'll ask you now, and I hope the Bureau has some answers naman about these other issues. No, there are supposedly three Pogo bosses who were supposed to have been deported to China. Ang mga pangalan nila ay Liu Xun, Kong Xiangrui, and Wang Xiangle. I'm almost sure alam nyo itong mga pangalan na ito. Sila po ay unang deportees after the raid of Riran's company where 4,500 Chinese Pogo workers were rounded up. Tanong ko po sa inyo, hindi lang kay Chief Manahan, pati kay Attorney Santos or Acting Chief Uy, tanong ko po sa inyo, ang sinakyan ba nila ay direct flight o transit flight lang? And may we see a copy of the implementation order of their deportation? Si Attorney Santos.
We will secure the copy, ma'am, and check on these names. But we would also like to reiterate the press release of Commissioner Viado regarding the transit flights. So our commissioner reiterated the requirements for deportation, which is the passport, the ticket, and the NBI clearance. For coordination with our partner agencies, we do that with regard to fugitives once they are declared as fugitives by their governments. So in this case, ma'am, we will retrieve the documents and update the committee.
No, that was the first. Those three were the first deportees after the raid on reruns. Were not tens, not hundreds, but thousands of Chinese Pogo workers were rounded up. And those three bosses, Pogo bosses, were supposed to be deported to China. I think during this hearing, you can provide us a copy of the deportation order. Imposibleng wala yon. And very importantly, direct flight ba ang binook sa kanila o transit flight lamang yung sinakyan nila? Yes, Chief Manahan.
Madam Chair, if I can recall, yung meron pong first three na dineport. Part of the reruns na 438. Yung ticket po nila, as I can recall, is Air Asia bound for China. Meron po yatang layover.
Saan yung layover, Chief?
I can't recall, but it parang Hong Kong, Madam Chair.
Hong Kong. Itong tatlo, itong first three, itong sina Liu Xun, Kong Xiangrui at Wang Xiangle. Can you confirm that, Chief?
Yes, ma'am. I'll go back to my record, Madam Chair. Pero po yung tatlong ito na claim to be bosses, actually, ma'am, 438 foreign nationals, we never have any information na may boss or bosses doon. So kung
But if you confirm na itong tatlo, sina Liu, Kong at Wang, ang tatlong unang dineport, they are reportedly Chinese Pogo bosses. May at least initial information sa kanila na ganon.
yes, ma'am. Whoever the agency reported na yun po yung mga bosses, we don't have any idea. Actually, ma'am, we arrest only. We're not particular on any classification or categories of the ranks ng mga inaaresto ng
So please
Bureau of
send me
Immigration.
the implementation order on the deportation of those first three,
Yes, Madam
lalo
Chair.
na kung ma-confirm natin na sila sina Liu, Kong at Wang.
Yes, Madam Chair.
The three I named the contrary.
Ah.
Sumulat ang Chinese Embassy di umano sa Bureau para ireklamo yung layover flights. And bakit? Napakakulang ba ng direct flights sa China para kailangang rely on layover flights? Lalo na conveniently for these three first three na dineport na sa pagkaalam ko ay mga supposedly mga pogo bosses. Wala bang sapat na direct flights?
Ma'am, if I may reiterate, we accept what ticket was presented.
Presented by whom po?
That is, I will get back to you, ma'am, because it is our deportation unit that accepts the ticket.
Where's the deportation unit, sir? Wala ba sila ngayon?
Wala po, but we will check it, ma'am.
Hindi ba isa sa inyo ay in charge sa deportation unit?
Yes, ma'am. Under legal division.
So sa ilalim
Opo.
ninyo, Attorney Santos.
Yes, ma'am.
So during this hearing, I can't believe I have to ask all of these itty-bitty follow-up questions. Alam nyo naman po yung agenda nung hearing ngayon na that we were hoping to close it already. Kasi 4 na buwan na at least ang iniintay ng sagot sa mga tanong na ito. So can you, before this hearing adjourns, can you please inform the committee why we had to rely on transit flights for deportees who are related to the big POGO issue, including those first 3 na sa pagkaalam ko ay mga Chinese boss. Ang deportation unit ba sa ilalim ng legal division ang responsable sa ganyang arrangements?
Yes, ma'am.
So deportation, and sabi nyo nga po kanina, deportation ini-escort ng BI. So wala po bang kasama yung dinedeport dun sa unang grupong iyon ng 438? Kasi bakit malaya na lang silang nakapuslit?
Yes, ma'am, when we say
Yes.
escorted, only up to the boarding at the airline.
That's not escorting.
Yun lang po talaga yung procedure ng deportation. No?
So, sino magiging responsable to make sure they actually arrive at their destination, in this case, China, at hindi lang sila magdi-disappear into the crowd sa layover nila?
Pagka ho declared as fugitive, that's when we ensure. But in this case, they are not fugitives.
Well, ito po yung kailangan yung malaman sa lahat ng resource persons natin mula sa BI, no? They never arrived in China. I'm making that off record for the committee. Itong 3 na pinangalanan ko kanina, Liu, Kong, at saka Wang, who I think are the first 3 na binanggit ni Chief Manahan na dineport sa group, kasama ng grupo na 438, they never arrived in China. O dahil sa Pilipinas, nakapuslit sila. What a shame, no? I mean, dahil sa atin, against whom they committed the most crimes, sa mga kababayan natin, nakapuslit sila. So, a deportation gone wrong, no? A simple and regular operation of the Bureau dapat hindi pa na-achieve ang objectives. Attorney Santos.
Ma'am, if I may please clarify. Deportation means that we ensure that they are boarded out of the country and they are blacklisted not to be able to return unless their blacklist is lifted by the commissioner. In this case, they are blacklisted. They were not declared as fugitives. So the BI ensured that they are boarded out of the country. Yan po yung duty ho ng BI. Hindi ho sila dineclare as fugitive. Alam mo ng Chinese embassy that they were arrested and they were not declared as fugitive.
How convenient, no? Hindi sila na-declare na fugitive. And yet, I have that information also na actually nagreklamo ang Chinese embassy sa Bureau tungkol in particular dun sa layover flights.
Ma'am, wala ho sinubmit sila regarding that.
Well, as I mentioned earlier, Attorney, I have information to the contrary. So it's either the Bureau or the embassy who is not telling the complete truth to the committee, unfortunately. So, yes, Chief Manahan, before I
Madam Chair, as far as I can recall also, there's a letter sent by the Chinese embassy
Yes.
to the Bureau of Immigration.
Mm.
Pero it's an appeal, Madam Chair, to hold the deportation process for the Chinese nationals as much as we can. So they can charter the flight of the remaining 100 plus, Madam Chair, to China. Sa part naman po ng immigration, Madam Chair, ang sinabi po natin sa Chinese embassy at that time, we will continue deporting these foreign nationals as much as we can. Kasi po yun ang objective ng BI to fast track all the deportation process. In fact, Madam Chair, sa 438 na yon, more than half already deported ng BI. Yun po yung letter na alam ko po na pinadala ng Chinese Embassy appealing na kung pwede i-hold. Ang sabi naman po ng BI, we cannot hold the deportation. Walang makakahinto po ng deportation process ng BI kung kaya pong mag-remove on a daily basis as much as we can. Yun po yung naging reason po nung letter, ma'am, Madam Chair.
Salamat para doon, Chief Manahan. But we still have to complete the picture and the communications dahil parang hindi pa rin nagbabangga between BI, which is part of our republic, and the Chinese Embassy, which is of another government. Attorney Santos.
If I may also share regarding I'm reviewing my communication with the Deputy Police Attaché of the Chinese Embassy. So we wrote them a letter saying that in the previous meeting of our deportation implementation unit head with them, I was not a part of that meeting. But we wrote them and said that in your previous meeting with the DIU Deportation Implementation Unit head, you said that there is no problem with connecting flights. So when we sent that, the reply of our Deputy Police Attaché of the Chinese Embassy, Mr. Ziping Dai, said, maybe there is some misunderstanding regarding transit flights. We will send a reply this week. That message was on February 18. Up to now, I have not seen any letter that he said he will send regarding that issue, ma'am. So maybe just put that also on record.
Well, in any case, Attorney, if this is the current policy overall, no, regarding deportations, lalo na kaugnay ng POGO, which is arguably the hottest issue na hinarap ng gobyerno in the last year, then I'm telling you, maybe we need to revisit this policy, how it has been implemented so far. Kasi we are letting these rotten apples, no, like itong sina Liu Xun, Kong Xiangrui, at saka Wang Xiangle, just get away scot-free. Okay. And the reason na it's so disturbing is tiyak pa sa sikat ng araw na maghasik na lang ulit ng lagim ang mga yan. Baka nga nakabalik na sila or ang mga tulad nila dito sa Pilipinas. Matungkol pa rin sa tila napaka-porous natin ng mga borders, parang napakadaling takasan o pasukin ng mga kriminal na elemento. Pwede niyo po bang talakayin naman ang immigration status ng mga nababalitang Chinese spies? At kung paano sila nakakapasok at nakakapirme dito sa Pilipinas? Has the BI even taken cognizance of this issue? And ano ang kaalaman niyo doon?
Yes, Madam Chair, we're closely coordinating with the NBI cybercrime with regard to that particular case. Hindi ko lang dala, ma'am, yung case folder, but we have the identities and the visa details nung first 5 na pinress release pinesent sa isang press conference ng NBI.
At ano po yung kanilang immigration status, itong first 5?
I will check, ma'am, and I will update you, ma'am, with regard to the visa details.
Please do that, Chief, within this hearing.
Yes, Madam Chair. And
Thank you. Nasaan na nga pala si Harry Roque? O hindi nyo alam kung paano nakatakas si Go Huaping, alam nyo ba kung nasaan si Harry Roque sa ngayon? Is he still in Dubai?
Madam Chair, we can't recall the dates anymore, but the last information that we had against on the couple, the Roques, umalis po ng Singapore yung wife, and then nagbound for Dubai. And there's also a sighting of Harry Roque also in Dubai. There's also an information na umalis po sila sometime December, and then yung information po na yon after, any information after, sorry Madam Chair, but we don't have any more information.
Alam nyo ba na pumunta silang, or at least si Harry Roque pumunta sa Singapore sa loob ng isang araw?
Um,
Or rather, pumunta ng siya. Alam nyo ba na pumunta siyang Shanghai for 1 day?
Meron pong information pero wala po kaming validated proof na nag-enter po siya ng China.
At meron ba kayong information or validated proof na mula sa Shanghai, na isang araw lang ang tinagal niya doon, tumuloy siya sa Macau?
Madam Chair, sorry, wala po kaming pero meron po kaming alam na pumunta rin po siya ng Japan. And hindi po siya nakaalis. Supposed to be bound for US, pero denied flight, denied the check-in. So, wala rin naman hong holdings ang Japan Police or Japan Immigration. Then after that, wala na po kami information.
Saan po siya sa Japan ayon sa information?
Wala po kaming exact details.
And bound supposedly saan sa US ayon sa information?
We don't have any information also, Madam Chair.
So do you know if he's still in Macau?
Sorry, Madam Chair, we don't have any information.
All right. Salamat, Chief Manahan.